Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm addressing a question that came up on a Facebook group the other day. Someone asked a question: how many leaves can you reasonably expect from a sable in a growing season? And I happen to be standing in my backyard near a very young sable palmetto. And so this is definitely, as you can see, it's not a mature plant by any means, and very young. I planted it in the summer of 22 from, I think, a 1 gallon pot. I mean, it's very small. So here it is, 3 years later, and it's about 5 feet high overall. It's starting to, get a nice little base on it. Certainly not a trunk, but it's starting to gain some size. So I thought I would take a look at it, and because it's still in the growing season and it's kind of easy to tell, you can kind of see here is one of last year's leaves. Obviously this is an older leaf, and in the back, so you can start to see the new leaves. Like this right here is a leaf that came out this year. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 5th leaf coming out. And now it's the middle of August, so we have probably, I would say, 2 good months of growing season left in terms of actual growth, and then our first frost will usually come sometime between the 2nd or 3rd week of November and the 1st of December. That's typical for us. Usually Thanksgiving you can count on a frost, but sables are a little unusual in that I think they tend to grow as long as the soil temperatures are fairly warm. So I've noticed growth on sables really into December, and then conversely in the spring they don't resume growth until soil temperatures warm up significantly. And unlike windmill palms, Trachycarpus fortunii, which can grow very well in lower soil temperatures, and in fact in the south they will grow pretty much year round and slow down in the summer when soil temperatures get really warm. So anyway, you can see 5 leaves. I imagine we might get another one before the end of the growing season, so 6 leaves, and that's on a pretty young plant. I remember rescuing a sable many years ago from an old parking lot in a motel in Augusta, Georgia, cutting off all the leaves to hurricane cut it. And I remember it had something like 65 green leaves on it, which I think that surprises people, how many green leaves they can carry. But a good growth when you transplant one is 3 to 5 leaves. The first year is great. But a mature plant will carry some 60 leaves with no problem. I would say 50 to 60 is probably average. But obviously when they're smaller, they don't carry as many. What you do notice as they start gaining size like this is you can see that each leaf really becomes exponentially larger. As you can see, that's probably from 24, 24, 25, 25. And then they'll get bigger and bigger and bigger until the canopy, when they're fully mature, is about 15 feet across. So that's just a little anecdotal evidence for how sables grow. Certainly they're going to vary by species and vary by individuals, but a nice little tutorial on that, I think, and just a quick way of looking at it. But thanks again for tuning in. I hope everybody has happy gardening and a great growing season for the rest of the year.